welcome everybody back for some more Timberborn on the channel. In the last episode we focused on getting this area over here sorted and ready for today's episode. We also went down here and added in a big forest of pine trees to get pine resin, which is currently being collected by the tapper's shack into the medium warehouse, and this guy is currently planting a bunch of trees over here so we can get a secondary forest on the go. In fact, he's also going to go ahead and plant a bunch of trees over here as well, as that is going to be a new little forest area, as the problem we're having at the moment is we haven't got that many logs, especially in this area over here. So in today's episode we're going to be going ahead and opening up the two wood workshops. And then heading sort of down into the area over here and getting ready for some bot building. So first things first, we're going to obviously need to cover in this area here with some plank platforms, and probably get the platforms built like so. Then we're going to go ahead and add in a secondary engine up here, just in this corner here, as we are going to need that to be there as well. We're also going to go ahead and connect these two up with a very simple power shaft system there. I'm going to go ahead and prioritize the power shafts first of all, and then we can go ahead and put in the path like that into that one. Hopefully they're not building this. Hopefully they're building the two shafts down the side. And then we can go ahead and unlock all of the things relating to the bots, like the assembler and all of the charging stations and all of that fun stuff, like control towers and stuff. But control towers might have to wait for a different day, unfortunately. And the guys are sitting on top of their rooftop terraces, enjoying their campfires and all that fun stuff as well. So we can then go ahead and add in the buildings now. Now these are going to take a little while to build, as we are not going to have that many stuff. So we need 3 of these and 2 of these. Now they should all connect and work efficiently. And then I can go ahead and put in a path to all of these. I can actually then go ahead and demolish the path that's on this side and add in a couple of warehouses like so. Quickly gonna add in a little bit like that, and then we can add a warehouse in like this. So then we're going to go ahead and add in some, obviously in front of these we're going to have the bot parts, so might as well put in here what is required for the bots. So we got arms, legs, heads, bodies, that kind of thing. And then for these we need gears, so we'll put gears in here. So the bot chassis in there, bot limbs in there, and bot heads in there. Obviously these are going to need the other things like that. So that is pretty much this area completed. The only other thing that I'm going to need is of course the metal blocks. So I might actually quickly demolish one of these and add in one of these here and one of them on top as well, and do a little bit of the old pathing up and bring that to there and bring that round to here and down to there, and then we can add in the planks in here and the metal blocks in there. We've got our first one going here, so these metal blocks and planks. This will slowly get built up over time. Hopefully these do actually have enough power to go ahead and run all of these buildings. They should be fine. I'll get these to be prioritized by the haulers. That's what I mean. Gears, metal blocks, planks is all we need. And this one will get built up pretty quick as well. And apparently we have like 21 beavers not doing anything on this side of the world, so probably should go ahead and get those guys working at some point. Might want to get some other stuff. So I was planning on putting something else here, but it actually works out better to do it like this. But still go ahead and get rid of this one and get rid of some of the other stuff as well. But I like this area being over here for the bots, because you get a really cool kind of area for them. Yeah, these guys can still get in there to get the metal blocks and stuff. These over here are potentially still struggling for power, so my plan was actually to try and figure out a way of getting the power over there, but I think it's not going to be particularly possible to do that, so I might have to add in an engine just on this end bit here. And as they are technically connected through this building, it should work for the whole area. So then that should help to power all of these over here, hopefully anyway. And then with one forest here and another forest here, we should be okay for the wood and that kind of thing in this area. So, and we've got the secondary bulk factory here as well. So we're making all 3 of the parts. In fact, we should have about 1 of each, maybe not the heads quite yet, but these 2 over here should, in theory, be working and operating to the maximum of their efficiency. So that is a good little start. The bots are always something that's a very interesting part of Timberborn, but it's always something that I always leave right till the end, so it's good that I've kind of done it a little bit earlier this time. So I wanted to kind of get a couple of these things in as well, like the scratching posts, and then we can get the... we all need the decamage pool. I would like a swimming pool. Little exercise plaza. It's quite a big building, but we could put it in here. And I thought we could put it up into this section up here, but I was a little bit worried that that was going to all be destroyed, you see, so I was going to put it in here. It kind of gets wet and stuff every now and again, and then we can put some of these scratches in here and in here. And they can start doing their little aerobics and stuff. And then we've got a mud bath and stuff, which is always old stuff. That's kind of new. And then we got a bunch of decoration things like a clock and stuff, but I'm not too worried about that. We will put a couple of benches in, just up here, and we can put them up here as well. I'm slightly worried about this land, the irrigation and stuff going through. So I might want to... what does the land look like? So yeah, I might want to go ahead and get shrubs and stuff as well, because can they build these? Ooh, they're kind of expensive though. Well, we could put some shrubs. Yeah, but I was planning on putting the irrigation thing in, but I wanted to put it... I was going to say in mine there, but they don't really need it over there. The people that need it are the guys that are over here, really. But then they have logs, but they need treated planks. So manage distribution, District 1. District 1, I'd like you to import these. I'd like you guys to, yeah, I'll need to export as well. Because these guys up here are the ones that need it more than anything. Got a drought in approaching, which is fine. And I also wanted to get some of those in here as well, so put a path up there. Kind of stop it like that. Kind of thing. Should help with the progress of it. Let me just allow those guys to come down here as well. Actually, these guys will be building the whole thing because they can't actually get to them. But logs and stuff look okay. Food is not looking okay at all. These are nearly ready, but we need a different source of food, which is not great because 6 soybeans and then the granola stuff is good, but then 4 of those, and then that isn't good as well, I guess. But so many berries over here, but obviously we can't really use the berries too much, and then I'm kind of wasting land here. I could be using it for other things, I guess. And I haven't really got a whole lot of green space because I can't use this green space down here because as soon as the bad tide comes, then it gets covered in dark land. I was going to say dark land, but it's not very good land, if that makes sense. So yeah, and then this side doesn't really have that many logs, but then could do mangrove in here, but I don't think these guys have the aquatic farmhouse. No, they don't. They got the gardens, but then they take so much water to do. But then the food factory's good if you get the corn. So maybe the food factory is the next thing we need to get going. But they are just low on logs and gears and they have everything really. Got bot parts, but everything else is low until this sort of area over here starts getting a little bit busier and more people come. Put these in here and mark some areas to be cut. Not these ones though. Definitely these ones. Definitely all of those. Just not these. And then again, if I do it so... Right, only that stuff in that corner, good. Then all this stuff here can get cut down. Which I think will be good. And then make sure these are prioritised by the haulers. And then we'll go ahead and get in another 2 farmhouses in here. Right next to the pit. And then we can start looking at growing some corn. and eggplants. Like so. And then we can get in a couple of food factories up here. Just need to unlock the science we have and plunk in one here and one here, and then we can bring a path that goes not only like that, but we can then pull one that comes up this cliffside here. Whoa, 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 whoa. We missed it. We missed the Iron Bot #1 being born. Hello, my friend. How are you doing, Mr. Iron Bot? Didn't even know you'd been born. But that means we can go ahead and get some of these jobs being for those guys. I think I might start off with the Iron Bot being a lumberjack. That'd be good. The trees shake when they come. I think they did. Someone down there as well. Prioritize that by the hauler as well. We'll destroy it in a minute anyway. Then we can get up here with the path like so. And the Iron Bot's got no power now. Didn't really leave much space going there. Mega prioritize that one. Again, prioritize everything. It's important. Everything is good now. So we've got some farms going in here. I think these farmhouses over here are able to plant a little bit over here, so it's good. I think I might demolish these. Well, it's more than healthy, so that's okay. A little bit worried about this side being too close to the bad water as it comes down here, but they don't come down here. I'm actually going to pause all of these. Get them built, but pause them at the same time so they don't get completely done. So obviously some buildings like materials, which is the food, which is not good. A bunch of beavers are annoyed. A bunch of stuff needs resources, but that's all good. So I'm going to let this run for a bit, and I'll see you guys when it is ready. Oh, there's a drought in progress as well. I did not even notice that. Whew. I have just about saved that. Drop that down a bit. Yeah, I'll let it run, see what happens, see if everything gets built up over time. And a short while later, and everything is fully constructed and ready to go. We do also have a lot of food and stuff that we did just have, and now it's all gone. So we can now unpause all these. The only building that was left is the bot assembler at the end. But eventually these guys will go ahead and get fully powered and ready to go. Prioritize them by the haulers. My one bot is now over here, taking down these trees, and is going to be doing that 24/7. So hopefully we're going to have plenty of logs on this side of the districts. I think it's very cool to be a beaver stood on this bridge here. See if I can get a decently good angle of it. Sat on this bridge, looking at the water flow here, and of course looking at the water flow. And sit on this side of the bridge and look over at everything going on as well. I think it's very cool to be able to do that kind of thing. Wish it was like some other games where you could get like hands on and get into the game a little bit more, but obviously it's not kind of one of those games really, is it? So, oh, there's It's cool watching them do it because they actually like knock the trees. The graphics are so cool nowadays. You can actually see the tree being like cut down by the robot. That's cool. A little bit of attention to detail, which is what I love to see. Probably unlock this one as well. There's a lot of beavers with no jobs. Yeah, the thirsty guy as well. Speed everything back up. We've got some food factories going in up here, and have a couple of things going on up here. We've got these as well, but they've got plenty of scrap metal, which they just take a long time to do anything really. Might be good to get our second bot that we get to go in there. I don't know how close this is to being, oh, it's 8% to being done. So they can, in theory, make 2 bots. Is this one bot? Oh, I'm really confused. One bot equals 1 for. Why is it need 4 limbs to make 1 bot? I don't know. That's a silly question that is. Just realised because obviously bots have 2 legs and 2 arms, so 4 total. So, yeah, but I think that's where I'm going to leave today's episode here. A lot of progress when it comes to the bots over here as well. Obviously these guys are waiting for a bunch of parts, but they should in theory be able to keep up so long as there is wooden blocks, metal blocks I mean. In there, we've also started doing some of these irrigation things here, so hopefully it keeps the irrigation down. See if we can get rid of the water quickly. So it shouldn't really affect the land over here too much, and I've also started putting them up here as well, which should in theory stop the area from getting down too far. I think I'm also going to be sending a bot over to this side as well. Just so that we can get that done as well, and then I'm going to actually place in a charger facing, you can do this like that, so the charger's here, but it will be for this district to use, but then this district over here can also help build it, but this side will use it, if that makes sense. I think that would be good to have there. And it would be connected to the power, which will be good. But I hope you guys enjoy it nonetheless, and I hope you guys do enjoy the return of Timberborn on the channel. We've got 2 bots going at once as well, which is an absolute, well, it's amazing to see. And we should have a second bot very shortly. But I hope you guys did enjoy nonetheless, and hopefully these buildings, oh, they didn't really have enough power, do they? 2 engines is not quite enough. So we might need to have another engine in here. I mean, the water flow's not great, so having a couple of water wheels in there won't be particularly great. Well, we could, but I like the idea of engines powering all this stuff. I think what we could do is build a relatively big platform here, put the engine in down the end here, powering into there, and get that into the pathing network as well. Hopefully it all gets built up relatively quickly. Yeah, hope you guys enjoy nonetheless. I'll see you guys next time for some more Timberborn.